Okay, so we're going to talk about the 180-degree rule, which is commonly referred to as crossing the axis. Basically, this rule is used to maintain consistency in screen direction so that your viewer doesn't get confused about where your subjects are in relation to each other. It's kind of a difficult concept to understand, so my parents, Alan and Angela, have agreed to help me demonstrate. Here they are, playing cards. So here I am shooting my establishing shot, and you'll notice that my dad is sitting on the right and my mom is on the left. That means whenever I show them in the future in the sequence, my dad should always be facing screen left and my mom should always be facing screen right. To ensure that I stay on the correct side of the axis, what I want to do is draw a line between them perpendicular to the camera. So it's easier to see with this overhead view. When I'm shooting a sequence of them, I should always stay on this side of the line. An easy way to remember is to look at their noses. My dad's nose is always pointing to the left. My mom's nose is always pointing to the right. Not over there, not over there. I have to stay on that other side of the line. So here's an example of a sequence I might shoot staying on the correct side of the line. So I can shoot from up above, down below, any angle I want, as long as I stay on that side of the line. I can even get off the tripod and go in for a nice tight shot of their dog Mitzi. Oh, maybe not. So if we look at this from an overhead view one more time, if we place the camera right about there, the shot is going to look something like this. Now, yes, Dad, I'm still shooting. So now if we do the unthinkable, the unimaginable, we cross the axis and we shoot my dad from that side, the shot's going to look something like that. His nose is pointing to the right. If we look at that cut together again, here's the correct side. My dad's nose is pointing to the left. Now his nose is pointing to the right. Now if we take the camera and move to the correct side of the axis again and shoot a cutaway of my mom, now her nose is pointing to the right. So now both of them are pointing to the right. You can see how quickly this can become confusing for the viewer. Now there is one way, there are actually two ways that you can cross the axis correctly that's pleasing to the eye. The first way is to roll as you're crossing to the other side. Now we're across to the other side, we can shoot cutaways from that side and it's not a problem. The problem comes in that you have to show that shot when you're editing, which can be very difficult if you're under a time crunch and your shots aren't coming together quite right in the edit room. A second way is to shoot a very tight neutral shot. So now we're on this side of the axis. We're going to cut to a very tight shot of the cards and now to the other side of the axis. Now that was pretty pleasing to the eye. It didn't distract you. Now we can shoot cutaways from this side of the axis and it's not a problem. So there you go. Crossing the axis 101, the 180-degree rule. Go have fun.